through this one.
Yeah.
Enforce your trademark rights.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's an important one too. It comes hand in hand at some point while building your trademark portfolio and establishing a brand and growing a reputation into that brand. There will be issues with copycats that might come along, or some other traders that choose a similar branding just because they know that it might lift their brand up a little bit quicker. And by having that trademark portfolio and that success of your trademarks, you also have the ability to enforce those rights and take action when someone else tries to dilute your brand or take some kind of advantage of the success that you've had with your brand reputation.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah.
You got to jump on them so quickly. Don't sit on, clients shouldn't be sitting on their hands if something like that happens. And the sooner the better you can jump on it, the more likely it is that the client's rights are going to be protected, and that it's being taken so seriously. That's happened really fast. That's because the longer you leave it, the worse it gets, and the Lacey's doctrine sort of kicks in, and acquiescing to being guilty of acquiescence. We've definitely seen that happen from time to time.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the issue of having no registered trademarks when you find out about a situation like this, and having to wait perhaps before your trademarks are registered. It can be a bit of an iffy situation sometimes.
Yep. And number 11 that I thought of, making sure that the trademarks are registered in the correct legal entities when they are filed.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That's a CPD all on its own.
Yeah.
There's so many instances where people have filed it in the companies have filed things in the names of the directors personally, or by the name of the business development manager that's been put in charge of registering the trademark has gone through some third party provider that just registers the trademark instantaneously, and suddenly they've got a trademark on the register in the name of the wrong person, which can't which may not be necessarily cured by that defect may not be just cured by a transfer or an amendment to the trademark. But obviously it's all about the time and how long that takes, and making sure we can try and stitch that up. If not, I mean, the amount of times we've had to advise clients that you need to refile. It's going to be, to make sure this is going to be enforceable, which is what, at the end of the day, this is all about. Having an enforceable trademark, you don't want to get to court and the court asks you, oh, why was this trademark filed in the wrong person's name? And then, then the court says too bad. I mean, there was a very famous
exactly.
famous case with a large brand that couldn't prove that they owned that wasn't transferred properly, and just almost like a chain of custody in a criminal case. Then the evidence gets thrown out. The case doesn't go any further.
Yeah, a very important one too. And as soon as ownership changes, it's very important to make sure your trademarks reflect the same.
Yeah, and when businesses, this is relevant for the lawyers out there, when businesses, when there's a sale of business or a purchase of business, this is one of the things that just gets a
corporation.
It gets lost a lot with sale and purchase of business. They don't know what to do with the trademarks. They just think, oh, they'll just get transferred, and unfortunately, unless you use the magic words with the signing and and document that assignment of the intellectual property, it doesn't work under the Act. You have to make sure it's done properly in order to be able to enforce it. And just because a business has bought something else, and they're looking at the sale contract, and there's they might have transferred